So even when the game is apparently good, this dude isn't happy. Daniel Vávra, apparently the game, people like the game as of right now because I don't think anyone's gotten far enough into it yet to kind of, because sometimes that's what game companies do with agendas. They'll kind of let you play for the first few hours, and then there's a switch in narrative and all that, and then that's when all the freaking agenda bullcrap starts being thrown at you. So I don't think people have gotten far enough to really see it yet. But as of right now, people are enjoying the game. But apparently that's not good enough for this guy. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 director Daniel Vávra attacks critical reviews as Steam reportedly hides negative reactions to the game. You know, like all professionals do. Despite its fair share of pre-launch controversy, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 has debuted to impressive success and decent review scores, drawing in over 160,000 concurrent players on Steam and maintaining strong reviews from critics and audiences alike. Even many of the anti-woke voices in the gaming sphere, such as Smash JT, have praised the game, brushing aside any previous concerns over optional same-sex romance options in favor of recognizing its strong RPG mechanics, narrative, and historical depth. But while players seem to be celebrating the game's success, game director Daniel Vávra appears to be on a different path, turning his frustration towards journalists and reviews that haven't been as favorable as he'd like. I mean, not every review is going to jerk you off, dude. That's part of the business. You can't please everyone. So you have a majority of people saying that they like the game, and you're still whining? Like, are you a child? And it's like, it's not good enough unless everyone agrees, unless every single outlet and gamer says, oh my god, this game is so amazing. There's nothing wrong with this game at all. Daniel Vávra is a complete fucking genius. Oh my god, if I was gay, I would totally want to be with him because he is just a genius of a man, and he is so manly, and he is just a god among... Like, what do you expect? Not everyone is going to like the game, and that's fine. You have a majority of people who like the game, and you're still whining. Vávra lashes out at negative reviews. One of the more notable incidents occurred when Games Hub writer Jam Walker published a Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 review, giving the game 2.5 out of 5 stars. Walker barely touched on the game's representation controversy, giving it only a passing mention towards the end of the review. His criticism primarily focused on legitimate issues with the characters, narratives, and mechanics. I mean, that's a huge part of the story. I mean, if you have a game that is just not fun to play, you know, bad mechanics, poor mapping of buttons and stuff like that, it's not gonna be fun. It's not gonna be fun. You know, if the narrative's not gripping enough, you're not gonna want to play it. If the characters aren't relatable, you're not gonna want to play it. His Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 review is thoughtful, measured, and in line with the review scores of many other major releases. However, this didn't sit well with Vávra, who took to Twitter to attack Walker's Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 review, sharing a screenshot of the score on Metacritic. A trusted news source. Mission accomplished. We no longer have 90% Metacritic score. Be proud of your excellent journalistic standards. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is a game that unabashedly demands you meet in on its level, which I do find somewhat admirable. I just constantly found it to be a miserable slog to engage with, where everything was 10 times more overblown than it had any business being. There's a fascinating sandbox deep down within it, but digging through the mountain of muck to appreciate it was simply more than I could stand most of the time. I mean, There's nothing really inflammatory about it. It's talking about the game. A trusted news source, Vávra said, mocking the writer, mission accomplished. We no longer have 90% Metacritic score. Be proud of your excellent journalistic standards. The post immediately backfired with many players, including those who actually enjoy Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, calling him out for the unnecessary outburst. A user named Teary Boy responded saying, bashing journalists for not giving you the score you want isn't a good look, and I love the game. Pasta weed. Another user, Enthusiasm, called for Vávra to focus on actual customer reception instead. Dude, this is not it. Obviously, you can be unhappy that you're not getting glowing review numbers, but this is silly. Focus on your actual customer reviews. You know, the ones you didn't chase off. I pulled this one up. I just started Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and what I can say so far is, wow, there's a lot of audio visual bugs so far. Music cutting out, characters stuttering, shields becoming invisible or weirdly textured. Huh. Update. This game's save feature is complete garbage. Why they kept the Save Your Schnapps system, I have no idea, but it's actually horrible. The only reliable way to save your game is to save and quit to the main menu, then immediately hit continue and load the game again. This is the same as just being able to save in another game, but here you have to exit the whole game if you don't have this item on you. Checkpoints are bad too. Really ruining the experience for me. This, in my opinion, this is the worst save checkpoint system. I beat the first game, but that was years ago. Doing this now, oh yeah, it's really bad. No idea what the fuck Warhorse was thinking with this system. It just makes the game worse in general for literally no reason. And the combat is still clunky, controls horribly. I am not having a good time so far at all. Wait, what the fuck? So you get saved by an old lady, her daughter, early in the game. So I'm helping this same old lady daughter with a quest. Okay. Like, what the fuck? Listen to this. No. I wanted to listen to this. Mouse, can you stop being stupid? I decided to sleep in their house in the same bed that the game told me was my bed, and then I slept in when Henry was wounded, and then the daughter catches me at night and says I'm trespassing. Now the bailiff punishes me for it. That's hilarious. Here, you can stay in here. Ah, you trespasser! Oh God, please, what have I done? Guilty. You are sentenced to be hanged until dead. But now when I do the same quest for these people, they act like I never slept in their bed or I trespassed or anything that we went through just earlier on. Like, okay, so is he saying that this saved by an old woman and her daughter? Is he saying that the game, like, they don't remember or acknowledge the fact they saved you? Like, it's completely just gone from their memory or something? What the fuck is this kind of dissociative behavior? None of this makes any sense, dude. Like, your family having you sleep over and then calling the police on you. What the fuck? I tried sleeping in the bed labeled my bed again, and I got hit with a crime. This game is bugged, bro. I don't know. That's hilarious. You who love numbers so much, this game is 94% positive on Steam. Have you played and enjoyed the first one? Didn't he just say, like, he enjoyed the first one and he beat it? You know? Walker's criticism falls in line with others who haven't enjoyed KCD2 experience. YouTuber Demian, we just looked at it, Demian. Steam reviews are strong, but censorship concerns loom. While Metacritic floors fluctuate between on aggregated critic reviews, the game still has an 88% favorable score of that as of this writing. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is holding strong on Steam, where 90% of over 7,000 reviews are positive. And yet this dude wants to focus on the negative ones. However, concerns over possible review censorship have emerged when Pirate Nation shared a screenshot showing Steam allegedly banning negative reviews that criticize the game's inclusion of woke elements. Again, just because you don't like them saying it doesn't give you the right to ban it. Unless they're threatening someone or something, it's free speech. And I don't care if it's just Steam, because it's not just happening on Steam. You have these fucking pansies on Twitter, these gaming companies, their representatives on Twitter who block people when they do the same shit. So I don't want to hear, oh, why does it matter so much if it's Steam? You shouldn't be censoring speech unless it's violent in nature or calling for violence or something like that. If you're saying the game has woke stuff in it, you don't get banned for that crap. That's something people who are pansies do, banning someone for that kind of speech. Eight years ago, Warhorse Studio said, same-sex romance? No, you will play as Henry. And he already does have a background story in which he's not bi or homosexual. Now, after they've been bought by woke investors, they changed the writing of Henry to turn him bisexual. Additionally, Daniel Vávra, the co-founder of the studio, tweeted, would you please explain to me what's racist about telling the truth? There were no black people in medieval Bohemia, period. Now he added a black character into the game. In the meantime, they were acquired. Is there a reason why you're being a little troublemaker? Huh? Why you're being a little troublemaker for Grandpa? Huh. What? Jerk. In the meantime, they were acquired by Embracer Group, who command the implementation of DEI on their website. It is each game studio's responsibility to implement diversity and inclusion. Additionally, an investor of Embracer said that he was specifically pushing for them to make the game more gay, which, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Don't even need to drag this out. The devs exposed themselves. Forcing the same political agenda into every game nowadays is not tolerable, even if it's more or less subtle and doesn't make the game bad. Buying it will affirm such practices that are undermining and harmful for the industry. I'll be sailing the high seas on this one. See you there. I mean, it's true. It's just like affirming them and saying, oh yeah, we can put this stuff in games because it just shows that no matter what we put in there, they're gonna buy it. Because I think you're stupid. If someone dislikes this game because of mechanics, story pacing, or difficulty, the review is welcome. But if a player dislikes the game due to representation choices or political undertones, should their review be dismissed? Of course, because people can't handle criticism now. Again, you can say it's just Steam, but look at all the fucking pansies on Twitter. People like this dude, Daniel Vávra, or anyone else working for these places like BioWare, Ubisoft, and all them, who block people. Like, they work for the company, and they block people when they hear things they don't like. So I don't want to hear that as, oh, why does it matter if it's just Steam? You shouldn't be freaking blocking people or banning people because you don't like what they have to say. Unless they're calling for violence or whatever, you shouldn't be just because you don't like what they're saying. Grow the fuck up. If platforms start curating reviews based on what why a player dislikes something rather than what they Wait, what? Re Reviews based on why a player dislikes something rather than what they dislike. It creates an unbalanced, manipulated review environment that does not properly inform customers. Vávra's PR nightmare continues. The latest controversy follows a string of self-inflicted PR wounds. Adam, can you not do that right now? By Daniel Vávra over the past few months. For example, Vávra previously lashed out at YouTuber Rev says, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Mwah. Why are you being so... Just go eat or something and lay down. Mwah. What? Go live with your uncle." He's like, I'm just a baby, Grandpa. I've got a lot of energy. A lot of energy right there. Says YouTuber Rev says Desu calling him a grifter over a video discussing pre-order cancellations. This attack was widely criticized, especially since Rev's video actually defended the game against accusations of being woke. And there's another word they throw around, grifter. Like, you keep using that word. I do not think it means what you think it means. Major content creators, including Smash JT, Vera Dark, and Grums, turned against him after he continued to lash out against the gaming community instead of focusing on constructive dialogue. Because they're fucking pussies. These places are run by activists now. They're run by people who can't handle criticism. And you could say, oh yeah, the game is great, but here's an issue I have with it. And they're going to fucking block you. Because they're pussies. This dude wants to come off as big and bad, but he's a fucking pussy. Oh god, mean words on the internet hurt my feelings. His feud with Rev led to more pre-order cancellations, completely undermining his own marketing strategy and causing a rift in the very audience that once supported the game. The bigger picture, despite the undeniable commercial success of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Vávra repeated public tantrums are needlessly creating negative press for his own game. Instead of basking in the strong launch, he has chosen to attack reviews, alienate content creators, and fuel online feuds. Because he's fucking stupid. His complaints about Metacritic scores are especially hypocritical, given that the game is still sitting at a high rating, proving that many reviewers and actual customers are enjoying it. If Vávra focused on that rather than waging war against the press, his game's reputation would be even better in an even better place. Buddy with the keyboard. Deliverance, as in the 20th century movie where a bunch of guys get caught in the woods and consensually sodomized. Why would I want to experience that? Buddy with a keyboard never disappoints. Can't expect anything less. Again, this is what these people do. They're so afraid of criticism. Like, they have glowing reviews right now, and the guy is still like, oh my god, he said mean words about the game online. You have people on Steam like, oh my god, they said mean words against the game. I'm gonna ban them. Like, really? Unless the person's calling for violence, they have the right to express how they feel about the game. And again, I bring up Steam, and people are like, oh, why Steam matter? Because people like Daniel Vávra, and, you know, you have people like Alyssa, I'm not going to say her last name. I know what happens every time I do. But people in the industry that when they don't like what you say, they ban you. Or they block you. So it's a widespread thing. But, you know, Steam obviously has a issue with people and their power trips, thinking that, oh, well, I disagree with them, so I just have the power to ban them. Why? Why are you so afraid of what they're saying? It's like me. I'm some fucking fat nobody on the internet. Why anyone gets so mad at what I say is beyond me. Like, I don't even have 5,000 subscribers, and you have people in the fucking comments raging over some fucking nobody on the internet. It's insane. It's insane. But anyway, I'm not surprised. This dude looks like a fucking moron anyway. Um, he'd rather focus on the bad reviews rather than the glowing reviews and the fact that his game is successful. But anyway, that's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.